All right, Stacy.
Hello, sir.
It's good to see you.
I'm Stacy Alsop. This is Jack Murray. We're here watching the Andy Mercer 9-Ball Classic. What year is this?
29th, I believe.
29th.
Yes.
It's a lot of tournaments.
It's an event that they started, and it just grew and grew and grew, and now almost has a cult following in this area.
Absolutely. We were talking about it yesterday. You never know what pros are going to turn up.
Exactly.
You know, there's always a good field of local players, and then you'd never know who's going to, show up from around the country, around the world.
Exactly. We've had players from all countries all over, and we see some fantastic pool, and we also see some amazing matches with the locals surprising some of the pros.
Yeah.
Tip my hat to Christina Gonzalez.
Yeah, and Tim Kovacs as well.
Kovacs, yes.
We had two B players.
Yes.
Christina lost last match last night, and Tim lost his first match this morning, but he made it to the money.
Yes. No,
and
they both played
that's below
well.
600 Fargo,
Yep.
getting the cash, which is not the norm.
No, but it's fantastic,
Yeah.
and that's part of the beauty of this. It's fun. You play 9-ball on a bar table. It equalizes things a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different opportunity to play, but we still have some amazing talent in the final 5 players in the tournament.
And it's such a short race.
Yes.
There's a lot of what would be considered upsets, but really anybody can win in a race to 6 bar table, with it being alternate break especially.
Yes.
We have a lot of Ricky fans in the chat room.
Excellent.
Have you seen him play before?
I've seen him play a couple of matches, not on the stream. I've watched him play over here.
Yeah.
He plays a beautiful game of pool.
I've never seen him play. I've also never seen Blake Baker play, but I've also been out of the scene for a couple of years now, and I didn't really get to see Blake play very much that match, as a matter of fact.
Well, that was
dominating. Kings dominated that match quite a bit.
King played very well, and I also think Blake may have been a little bit still mentally steaming from the match he lost to Ian.
Yeah. Well, and just to give you an update, Ian is now playing Mitch, and Mitch is up 4-0, and that match has only been going on for about 10 minutes. So those matches don't last too long normally.
That's how fast things go here.
Yeah. So who is left in the tournament right now? What you're watching is to your left. We're not going to get the whole table view in on that one, but we have Ian Costello and Mitch Ellerman playing right now. You have Filipino Ricky versus King SANTY. And on the winner's side, you have Vilmos Folds and Shane Van Boning that'll be playing the hot seat match. After these two are done, they'll play the hot seat match on the feature table and the 3rd, 4th match on the 2nd table.
And that hot seat match should be fantastic, especially as well as Vilmos played during the Swanee.
Yeah.
He's playing top pool, and obviously Shane's one of the best, if not the best in the world.
I think every player left has a chance to win it,
yes,
for sure. I mean,
agree.
This is the cream of the crop always,
Yep, it always rises.
Yeah, we've never seen a B player get to this round.
No.
Yeah, for good reason. I mean, even though it's a short race to 6, it really does show that hard work, the perseverance, the practice, the dedication does pay off in the long run.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot of high-level players that wish they were still playing right now, but in a race to 6, it's really to see who gets the best rolls also. It's not always – sometimes you get lucky. I saw a couple of matches yesterday where some players – got lucky to win. You make a ball on accident. You don't see that very often at this level, but on a bar table,
it happens.
It happens more often than what you would see on a 9-footer.
Well, Ricky just played a very good safe on King Santos here, putting him behind the 9 or the 8 and the 5. The 2 balls down below the 9.
Yeah, he has a lot of blockers.
I think the 4 ball is about right where he would naturally want to hit this.
Yeah, he might need to come behind the 9 and put a whole lot of spin and kind of draw that ball. And he's going to opt to tie stuff up. It's a good shot. But
it is. You're getting ball in hand here with a 3 in the jaws. You actually have a great opportunity to break the 4 out on this shot.
Well, he still has the 2, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 2 to the 3 and then...
With a 3 in the jaws, you don't have to play as precise a shape.
Yeah, and this is a pretty easy breakout shot to just come one rail into the 4 with easy shape on the 3.
And he may have hooked himself on the 3. I cannot.
It's going to make. I don't think I'll have a problem making it, but shape on the 4 is going to be tough. even if he can't see the entire ball. I don't see a problem with the 3 going. The score on Mitch and Ian's match is now 5-0. Update.
In about 12 minutes?
Yeah. How you doing, John?
Well, he did have to masse that a little bit.
Yeah.
And because, like you said, the shape was the issue.
Yeah.
There's the bank on the 4, and that's probably the only play.
Yeah, it's tough to play safe from here because the 9's getting in the way of him leaving the cue ball back behind the 5-8. Hit it good.
He struck that well.
He got a nice little bit of love from the 8 to leave him straight on the 5 in the corner. Stop it right there for the 6. I mean, this should be the first game.
You may have to play the carom here just to play the 6 down.
And not sure how Mitch ended up with it, but he has ball in hand, and he's running out pretty quickly over there. We can't actually see the tables from where we're sitting, so what we see is what you see. And from the sound of the crowd...
Pocket stayed there and then fell in.
He shot a shot that wiped his feet 3 times before it fell.
Yeah, it was a 3-rail bank that went straight in the hole.
Yes.
Yeah. John Gottlieb says, "Hi, Jackfire."
Oh, yes. How are you doing, John? I'm glad you're tuning in. And Ricky's up first. Ricky's first on the board, 1-0. And it looks as though Mitch did win that 6-0. I will update the bracket on that one. Yes.
And look at that, guys. The scoreboard is updated.
It looks as though they may be waiting to have the 3rd, 4th match be played on table 2, and then we'll probably get the hot seat match on table 1, which will be great for the viewers.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're not going to put the hot seat match. There's definitely traditions here that are not going to change. There was a lot of complaints about all the B players. As usual, there's always a complaint, right?
Oh, there is always going to be some. We still ended up with an amazing tournament.
The B players represented well, and we always do. Yes. I mean, I don't care how many B players get in, we still end up with an amazing final 6. If you're complaining about seeing these players playing in the finals, how can you be mad at it?
You're looking for something to complain about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the traditions I've always loved about this is how when they get down to the last 2 tables, they move the ropes up. And it really makes for almost a Coliseum feel when you're back there on those tables.
And you really don't see it from the stream. You really can't get a feel of how tight it is in here and how they still manage to give the players ample room to be comfortable and not cramped. And,
exactly. No, they managed this tournament and the Dock Hill last week very well. And then they have the Western Women's Tournament next week.
Yep, and the B player tournament last week. Playing for the hot seat, next match on this stream table is going to be Vilmos and Shane. So this was Ricky's break.
Yes.
Oh, and he tried to get it behind the 3 ball and didn't get there.
And that was actually King SANTY right there. I think this
yes. This was just off of Ricky's break.
Yes, you're right.
It's funny, on the stream, it's hard to tell the difference in who's shooting.
Well, they're both wearing black shirts.
Yeah.
And the only way you can tell is one has slightly longer hair.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you can't see the table.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it just kind of hung there for a second. The whole count.
And those are the mistakes that really have a tendency to show themselves when we get to this level.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're playing a B player, you'll have 2 more shots at the table if you make a mistake like that.
Right.
And here you don't.
And especially with this being alternate break, making those mistakes on your break hurts because they have the break no matter what next match.
Yeah.
Next game. So
he definitely got a little bit of a roll there. The 6 could have done something different, could hit the 3 ball because he wasn't planning on hitting the 6.
Right.
And he still ended up with a shot on that 3 ball. 7-ball. Yeah, Skittles balls are hard to see on the stream.
They do change colors of hair.
Yes. The only trouble here is getting from the 4 to the 5. I imagine he'll
This is one of those
draw the crap out of this ball.
Yeah, this is one of those reasons I'm a sick and twisted person, because this is my favorite shot in pool.
Oh, I love this shot. Yeah. And a lot of times that happens to me.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's good to know that it's not just me that happens to.
And he played just kind of smart, just clustered up the 5-8. There is no 3-foul rule in this.
No.
tournament.
And somebody in the chat room, Terry, said, if the B player pays his money before the others, God bless them for trying to make themselves better.
Absolutely.
I agree 100%. I've played in this event.
Absolutely.
And I drew Shane my first round. It was amazing.
It's a
I got
great
3
experience.
games, and I was excited.
That's a great experience.
100%.
These are the tournaments that turn B players into A players.
Yep. That was a good shot
that's
there.
A tough
Oh,
roll.
wow.
Tough roll. Yeah, he was trying just to get that behind that 6-9.
I like the idea.
Yeah, the speed was good if the line was a hair short. Mitch, what took you so long? Every now and then I tell Mitch that he's not paying time when he's playing in these events.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Get what? Oh, what's this one? A10 software. Switcher. 4, 5, 6. So this is right here. 4, 5. Yeah, that's a Wirecast. There we go. Yeah. You've got it in full screen. Okay. All right. You're sweating today. Just cheering on my boy. Special.
Well, King Sante had a little bit of a fortune roll running into that 9-ball, but he was moving in the correct direction.
Last week I wrote about it.
The score is 1-1.
At least that'd be right.
There's the breaker's view.
If it helps, you could just drop this here. Because you really just do it 4, 5, 6. So, therefore you just got it right there. Yeah, there you go.
And it is King Sante's break at 1-1.
Break.
Looks as though he made the 5-ball.
Chatty Cathy's over here.
A little bit.
Looks as though he made the 5-ball, the little bit of a cluster down there by the rack, but he has shape on the 1.
See a better view of our tournament director, Jim Blakeman, getting the rack off of there for him.
And Jim Blakeman always does a magnificent job with these events.
He's been doing it for a long time. And he's won this event 3 times also.
Yes, he's
so
an amazing player.
he knows his pool.
My first introduction to pool in Vegas was playing in the first Franklin that I was allowed in, that I was here in time for. And Jim Blakeman was my first match, and we're just going to say that I had a donut.
That happens sometimes.
Yes, it does. That's a good shot to get started, but he may have got too straight to get back down to the 3 ball. Well, these diamond tables, even on bar tables, if you try to force something and cheat a pocket, you can get in trouble.
The color descriptions we're getting on the balls, by the way. The 6 is puke color, 7 is robin egg, and then somebody said the 7 is more of a Walmart jade.
I was thinking, the puke's there. I was thinking something like a baby's diaper on the 6 ball, but it's a little different.
It doesn't have enough brown.
Not enough brown. Okay.
Not enough brown. Yeah, it's the things we talk about.
And
Goodness gracious.
And King did just fall victim to trying to force a shot and cheat a pocket, and the 2 rattled out on him.
Yeah. Ricky's got a tester here. This is a long way to draw back.
This is. And it doesn't look as though he can really play a shot with a lot of follow on it, because it looks as though it's almost on the corner of the side pocket, or the corner pocket.
Yeah.
But in a match I saw before, he definitely has a stroke to make pull the shot off.
Yeah, again, this is my first time watching him play, so I really have no expectations or preconceived notions because I haven't heard anything about him. Where does it say that he's from? Fontana.
Fontana,
my
California.
old stomping grounds.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Born in the Inland Empire, stayed there for 15 years before migrating closer to here, to the high desert, and then finally here in 05. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, California for 20.
The only
Now
part of
been here for
California I'm
14.
very familiar with is Southern California in San Diego. That's where my dad
The pretty
was born.
part. I say
yeah.
California, and they're like, oh, yeah, the beach. I'm like, no, not that part of California. not that part, no. Wasn't that lucky.
Yeah. Ricky tried to play that shot using it with follow and trying to inside to hold it up, but there was too much angle on that, and the English wouldn't take, and he got himself in a pickle.
Goodness. He made a good kick.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see if Kings decides to play a safety or cut this ball in and run to the 6 and hope something happens, or the 7. That's the 7.
Yep, 7's right above the 4
Yeah.
ball there, and it's always, that's one trick with this, especially 9 ball on bar tables, because you're in a closer environment than you are on a big table. Is sometimes you have to shoot a shot and almost hope for the best, because it's hard to control the deflection and how it's going to come off.
Yeah. Mike C. I don't know what. I know a lot of Mikes. You'd have to elaborate on your last
Would that
name,
be a Caseman,
sir.
or?
It could be. Then you got to figure out whether it's Mike Caseman Sr. or Mike Caseman Jr.
There's a lot of mysteries in that one.
And Debbie said the 6 ball is a lime green, the 7 ball is turquoise. To me, the 7 seems kind of more like a sky blue.
It was always spearmint was the color I had on that.
Yeah.
And Kings did make the ball, but he ran into the ball that we were talking and has a little goofy angle.
Yeah,
on the 4.
He didn't get any love with the roll.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a safety behind the 9. Or he may look to play the combo on the 9. It's an off-angle combo, but you're going to put distance between the cue ball and the 4 ball one way or the other.
And there's a better look at where he's at on that ball.
Thank you for that. That's a great angle. And the score of this match is 1-1. The winner of this will be facing Mitch Ellerman in the 3rd, 4th match next.
The loser will finish, what, 5th, 6th,
5th,
right?
6th, yes,
Yep.
5th, 6th.
And he got a little bit of a roll there, just a little bit of love.
A little bit of low love. I think Ricky can see the edge of the 4 to be able to play a safe, possibly. I don't know if he's going to be able to cut it or not.
Yeah. Let's do
he's
this.
looking. Yep, perfect. That's a great camera angle. So it looks as though, for the way he's measuring, that he's looking to play the cue ball down to the end rail below the 9 ball.
Yeah. And try to, I mean, if you can't get the 4 ball back behind the 6, to leave even another ball in the way. He didn't quite get there.
No, but it looks as though he can see the full ball.
Yeah, he can see the whole ball.
But he's going to have to go up and back. And this actually is a similar shot, slightly different, but similar shot that got Max Ellerman into trouble in the Max Everly into trouble in the match with Mitch Ellerman.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll be able to talk.
Yeah. And he didn't get all the way back up again. You can see he's a little frustrated. The 6 is on the other end of the table.
And he shot that shot. There's 2 ways to play that ball. You can play it with inside like he did, which is the easier way to pocket the ball. If you shoot it with outside, it's more of a cut shot, which is a higher risk shot, but you're better odds at getting shape if you make it.
Adam, good to see you, sir. Hear from you at least.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to have to play a bank here. Oh, he's got a... Oh.
Wow.
It was a good try.
Came close to making it, but didn't do himself any favors in the lead, for sure.
There wasn't a whole lot he could have done defensively there.
No. No, and it almost went, too.
Yes.
I think this is going to be quick. Ricky's going to get out here. It's kind of a standard. No trouble balls, nothing to talk about here.
Yep. It's 2-1 Ricky, and I believe this is going to be Ricky's break. You know, this is an exciting year to be in Las Vegas. We have so many things coming here. We have the U.S. Open 9-ball, which Matchroom is bringing to the Mandalay Bay. They have 256 players with a $1,000 entry.
Well, and real quick before this match starts, we were talking about the room, and you can kind of see behind you. You see the leather-covered tables behind us, back toward the top left of your screen, and those were the other 2 tables we've been playing on all weekend. And as soon as these matches finish, they bring the crowd in to give the crowd a better view.
Feel.
And yeah, I mean, you're surrounded. There is a ton of people here watching.
Are you guys like comfortable? You want to get cozier? I feel like you're like leaning over.
Well, if I was leaning over, I'd be on your machine.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see both. I'm good.
What?
I'm good.
Okay.
Daniel takes very good care of us.
Yes, he does.
The equipment is amazing. Makes it really easy to make sure you guys get the best view. He's got 4 different cameras set up that makes it nice for us to give you all the shots.
It's fantastic.
Phone lines are open. Call in now. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, when there's a mistake. He was trying to play a thin safety and missed the 2 ball, so he gives ball in hand to King SANTY.
With a 2-9.
And it looks as though it's a makeable.
And he is going to. And let's go to this angle. Give you a better view of what he's working with here. And he had no hesitation. There was no thought in his mind. And he makes that.
So now it's
and
2-2.
Kings is sitting in his chair shaking his head.
Ricky is. King shot that.
Yeah. I got the score right, though.
Yes.
I said the wrong name, but I put the right score.
I'm not one to criticize anybody for saying the wrong name after I got Max Ellerman out there. But as I was saying while we're racking here, anybody that's looking to come to Vegas to watch some great pool, at the Mandalay Bay in April, we have the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
256 players, $1,000 buy-in. It's going to be a fantastic event. Over $300,000 in total prize fund in that.
You guys have a lot of qualifiers for that coming up too, right?
That's actually not what it is. That's actually pretty full. What the qualifiers are for the WPA Players Championship, which is immediately preceding that at Griff's.
Okay.
And that is a two-stage event. That is how that works. Is WPA invites the top 48 players on their list, and they automatically get a pass to stage 2. But the other 16 positions in the 64-player field are filled by the stage 1 events. There's 4 events, 96-player fields, race to 5 alternate breaks, and the top 4 finishers of each of those events get a paid position into stage 2. And it's $100 to buy in for a single event, or you can buy into all 4 of those for $250. So it's a great way to come in. It's race to 5 alternate break. A lot of people have an opportunity. It's open to absolutely anybody. Anyone wants to sign up on that, they can go to playcsipool.com where they can sign up. But then we also have the U.S. Open straight pool, 1 pocket, and banks that'll be coming up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great pool coming up.
And I just got a correction from Ben, our fantastic analyst back at the station.
Yep.
Tim actually won his first round match today. He beat Trick.
He beat Trick 60.
And
You're
then
correct.
lost. So,
yes.
And I wasn't here this morning. I've been moving all day. So.
No, he did. He put the momentum out there and beat Trick.
Yep.
And then actually he was down, I believe, 4-1 or 4-0 to King SANTY and came back to make it 4-4.
I saw that. I saw that he lost 4-4. And
Tim battled very well today. My hat's off to him. It's hard to tell if he has a shot on this ball or not.
This was Ricky's break, right?
Yes, this was Ricky's break. Yeah, obviously he had the shot.
It didn't look like he could see it from here, but again, we can only see. It's hard to see angles sometimes from where we're sitting.
So you've got a natural shot to get on the 2. The trick is going to be the 3 ball with the 5 ball tied up there. And you can see he's looking at that right now. He knows he can get from the 1 to the 2 easily. It's just how to navigate the 3 ball here.
Yeah, I don't even know if it has a pocket. I don't see it going anywhere unless you're going to shoot a 3-9. Got to figure out what's going on with the cameras here. Daniel. Looks like it's okay for now. They were going in and out for a second. I know we had some issues with the wires yesterday.
And we might still be having some. I apologize for the delay, the technicality or technical issues.
In your speech or the camera?
Both.
Okay, so let's change camera angles really quick.
It's right here.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's
The trouble?
4, that's 4, 5,
Okay.
and 6. Okay.
Okay.
So if those, just wiggle them a little bit.
Yep.
Well, and Kings just made a good play to try and break out the 3 and the 5, but unfortunately pushed the 3 right over to the 9 ball.
I hate it when I do that. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Reminds me of you know, a good analogy for this.
Absolutely. Reminds me of a saying a good friend of mine told me a long time ago: if you're going to run into balls, run into them hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And he hit it hard enough to get away from the 5, just not hard enough to get away from the 5 and the 9.
Exactly.
Yeah. That I don't think he could have hit it any thinner, but he still left an edge of the ball.
He's going to have an edge on the ball, but there's not going to be a lot that Ricky can do with it. Unless he's going to prove me wrong and make an amazing shot inside.
Yeah. Let's get you this angle on that shot so you can kind of see. Darner made the ball, but he did leave it close to the pocket.
This is a tough shot. I mean, this is something that's probably going to be kicked at because a jump shot here, you're more likely to bounce the ball off the table.
He may just masse it.
Very well could.
He may be trying to masse around it and one rail kick it into the side pocket. And if he happens to miss, he may end up getting safe behind the 4-ball. A lot of good things could happen, a lot of bad things could happen.
Absolutely. Let's just say I'm taking notes. Now it looks as though he's getting his jump cue out.
That's a scary jump shot, like you said, because the cue ball runs the risk of flying off the table.
Absolutely.
You want to really drop the cue ball right in front of the 9-ball so that the cue ball has enough time to bounce before it gets to the 3. But that's hard to do. I mean, the cue ball is a good distance away from the 9, so that's not...
You're almost as far away from the 9 as the 3-ball is away, and that's the hard part is you're going to have a lot of clearance.
Yeah.
This is going to be a real test of skill for his jumping abilities. That was a great shot to get a hit. Great shot to get a hit, but he's going to leave a shot inside.
He's not going to be happy with the leave. Ricky has options now. He could shoot it in the side. He could shoot it in the corner.
I think he's going to play this ball on the side and just come up off the end rail and get shape on the 4.
Yeah, he wasn't planning on hitting it, but it'll work.
If you don't have shape, bring it with you.
Tyson, yeah, these are 7-foot tables.
Is that Tyson Cole?
That is Tyson Chu. Left himself a good angle. Let's come one rail back up for the 6.
He's got the line just shy of the side.
Real shy, yeah.
Very close.
Very close.
Should be able to just stun this ball and then roll the 7 in the side to get natural on the 9.
Yep. Us B players would get hooked by the 9. You know, roll a little bit too far forward. And he chose to do that.
He was going to make sure the 9 wasn't into play.
Yeah.
So he's probably now going to play this
I would bank this, but
he may cut this and play 2 to 3 rails around to be almost where he is right now.
Yeah.
And that's a tough part of a steep cut.
Wow.
That's where you can do have some control with the bank.
Yeah.
But those are the risks.
Now you can see the angle that he has on that 7-ball. It's makeable.
Is water wet?
Somebody asked Jack if he wanted a drink. That was his response.
He hit that ball very well.
He did, yep.
And that's a big swing in the match. Even though it's early, that's who gets the 2-3 lead.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd much rather be 3-2 me than 3-2 you.
Absolutely.
So Kings will take the lead.
And this is Kings.
3-2.
And it's Ricky's break, it looks like. I was thinking it was going to be King's break for some reason.
We could be wrong on the break. So Kings won the flip. It's Ricky's break.
Yes. Yes.
Ben said Tyson Cole would text in cursive.
I was just going to tell, if it was Tyson Cole, I was going to tell him that 7-footers look tall to him.
Yeah. I don't know this Tyson Cole that you speak of, but I'm learning more about him.
He would laugh at that joke. Now, that's one thing that we have here in the Southwest. Is we have our individual communities in Vegas and Phoenix and Tucson and California and all that, but really, it is one community, and so many people know each other from Arizona to Vegas and different communities out here.
Oh yeah,
There's
it's very intertwined.
Yeah, there's so
a lot
many
of
great
transplants.
events.
So a lot of people from Vegas have moved to Arizona. People from Arizona have moved here.
Absolutely.
We get a lot of players from California here. It's a menagerie.
It is.
That's one thing I like about living in Vegas. Everything comes here.
That is
the
true.
best concerts, the best events, the best tournaments. Nationals are usually here. You kind of,
And we're finding
for
the
somebody
best
that
pool
doesn't
players,
play
too.
anymore, I get to still be around it as much as I want and see the family without actually having to, bring a dish.
Yeah, exactly.
I get to just
I
come
like
hang
that.
out.
I like that. That was a great carom right there.
It took the 9-ball a long time to fall,
Yes.
too.
I thought about it. That was a great shot. Now talk about a big swing on that missed 7 ball. We went from could have been 3-2 Ricky to 4-2 now Kings.
Who won that one?
Kings, it's 4-2.
Wow.
That's a big swing right there, and it happens quick in bar table 9-ball.
Especially with those combos. I mean, that's how Christina got past Billy Thorpe, was combos.
And you have to, and the most important thing is combos are there and it changes the pace of the game, but you still have to have the ability to execute it.
Yeah. Let's give you a view of what happens on this break.
And for anybody that's just tuning in and wondering why they might not be breaking from the side rail or different areas, we do rack a 9 on the spot here, and they do have about a 12-inch break box. It's about a half diamond either side of the center diamond on the end rail. So there are specific requirements of where they can break from.
And just for the chat, yeah, Shane and Vilmos are the next match on the TV table, and the winner of this will play Mitch Ellerman on the table directly behind us in the top right-hand corner. So we'll have both matches going on at the same time for you guys. There is a way to donate to POVPOOL. If you are looking at your chat bar, there's a little $sign next to your comment box. You can click that button.
And my hat's off to Daniel Bush for all he does, going all around and promoting pool, doing all these free streams for everybody. It's wonderful to be able to chip back and give back to the people who donate their hard time to pool.
Oh, yeah, because he doesn't get paid to do this.
To my knowledge, no. But
I mean,
he has some sponsors and everything of that, and he's a businessman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. He makes it so that he doesn't lose money on the trip, but he's
Absolutely.
by no means making money on
So
this. He does this for the love of the game and because he knows that you guys want to see it, and it is a free stream, so thank you to Geraldine.
Geraldine especially.
Yeah,
yes.
because Geraldine is behind the scenes doing a lot of things, keeping him sane
Yes.
while he's here by himself. Normally she's here with him, and
Insane
I know.
is a fine line.
Yeah, very fine line. Fine line between genius and insanity. Sometimes it's on one side, sometimes it's the other. It depends on, I mean, you know that he drove here at midnight.
Friday night, yeah, late night Friday.
He left California at midnight.
Just to do this.
And we left here last night. He had been up over 24 hours.
Yeah.
All to bring you guys this stream. So huge thank you to you guys. Is that Curtis Johnson in the chat that wants me to give him my Lexus? I like my Lexus. You can't have it. I'm sorry. Is there another way to donate, Daniel, besides clicking the super chat link in YouTube?
Besides what?
Clicking the $sign in the chat bar on YouTube?
Yeah.
Daniel is going to put the donate information in the chat for you guys for anybody that wants to donate. We had some people asking, so you want to give them what they want, which is to give you money, which is well-deserved and hard-earned.
Looks as though
You see a masse or a jump here?
I think Ricky's going for his jump cue.
Yeah?
He's pulling the jump putt out of his case, so this is, it's hard to see the angle. I only think he's jumping over the 8 ball. I don't think he has to clear the 6.
Let's take a look. I will change the camera angle in just a second here. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm already
what
there.
a
You're
great
good.
shot.
Okay.
Regardless of the camera angle, he hit it good
Wow.
from every angle.
He hit it amazing.
And that's a shot he needed. He needs to be able to get out of this rack to be able to pull it 3-4, because right now Kings is up 4-2.
Yep.
But I would say that's how it shows the character of a player when they're down and they can still come with those shots.
Yeah.
Oh, and he missed the 9-ball, but may have hooked him from being able to pocket it on the 9, or missed the 6-ball. But the 9
Wow.
came up and may have made it so he can't pocket it. I can't tell quite.
And this
yet.
is about the best angle that we can get on that shot.
He may spin it in, or he may play a 2-and-out safe.
Huge thank you to
wow.
Stephen Harris for your donation. It is much appreciated.
He was able to spin that ball in.
Oh, wow.
That was a great shot.
That was an amazing shot.
High touch.
And for anybody that wants to donate, Daniel just put that information in the chat for you.
And thank you for all those that have donated.
Yeah, we just got a big one from Stephen Harris.
Fantastic.
Helps make this possible. Helps keep us in drinks and food and equipment.
Absolutely.
And Kings wants on the hill.
Yes. Kings
He wants
it
this
on the
match
hill.
to be done. And he has done it, folks.
Yes, he
King
has.
Santy is on the hill 5-2 over Ricky, otherwise known as Filipino Ricky. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name again because that last time was a shit show. So.
Yep, I'm gonna yield to your expertise on names in that.
And his name is Ricky.
Ricky, Filipino Ricky.
Yeah, his name is Jenrick, so everybody calls him Ricky.
Yep.
Because his last name is unpronounceable
I'm
this far away.
I'm from South Dakota, and nobody wants to hear that pronounced in South Dakotanese.
Is that a language where they have pop?
A little bit.
Is it pop?
Don't you know? Yeah, we have pop.
Yeah.
I have a pop.
The Odas. You're from the Odas.
Oh, yes.
South
Otis,
Dakota, North Dakota. The O's. It's all about the O's.
And this year the O's were, it's cold.
Yeah, that was like that here too. You were saying that
Yes.
Here.
This was a very cold winter in Vegas.
Yeah. We got over a foot of snow here in Vegas, so get some of that.
Well, it looks like Ricky made a ball on the break. 7-ball. It's great when they make either the 7 or the 6, and we don't have to figure out which is which.
It's amazing. Then we can just say the 6 or the 7, and everybody knows what we're talking about. Wow, he hit that not as hard as he wanted to come back around for the 2-ball.
I think he has the edge. Just got it.
Yeah,
Just got it. And he's got his rhythm in flowing here, so he's just got to play this off the side rail, get probably behind the 8-ball and not get stuck. Oh, he's going to play the combo. He's going to play shape for this 5-9 combo, which looks like it's just off angle, so he's going to have to play it.
Wow.
Nice shot. That makes it
That'll make
5
quick
to 3.
work.
Filipino Ricky's at 3, King Santy's at 5 and on the hill.
And that should be King's break.
Yes.
So he could break and run here and end this real quick.
Yeah. Good idea.
Thank you, Didi. We appreciate it. We enjoy doing it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. That's for sure. We're not giving pay. We're doing it for the love of the game.
Absolutely.
Just some B players that enjoy watching great pool.
Love watching, sweating, and talking pool.
We may not have the best insights, but you're still getting a great free stream. So cheers to that.
There you go.
Definitely may not see some of the shots that they see for sure.
Kings broke dry, but I don't think he left Ricky a shot on the one.
It doesn't look like he can see it.
May be able to go rail first if he wanted to be aggressive.
Let's take a look. Let's look at this. Not sure.
There's not a whole lot of options.
Yeah.
He's going to the side rail.
It is a good ball to kick in.
Yep,
and he hit it beautifully. Wow.
Oh,
no reward.
No reward at all.
What's he going to do, masse into a combo?
I think we may see the short stick come out here.
Yeah.
There isn't a whole lot of shots. I mean, you got to do a short stick to a combo, or if you can cut it in the side.
He's looking at kicking it in the side.
Can he see the edge of it?
I don't think so. I think he's looking at kicking it.
Wow.
And again, we can't see the table, so what you see is what we see. What do you guys think?
I think he's looking and he's cutting it.
He may be able to see the edge of that ball.
Oh,
he was playing it off of the 3. Wow, what a great try.
Yes, that was an excellent try.
And, he left it good. Honestly, he left that pretty good. Let's change that to this so you guys can take a look and see what he's working with.
And you've got to thin that ball, so you're going to have to thin it and miss the 3 and play it off the end rail. So between the 3 and the 7.
He may run into the 7 and end up with a shot at the 3 on the side. And the 4 is hanging in front of the hole. So if he makes this could be the end of Ricky's tournament. And he's fine.
Yep.
He could shoot the 3 and slow roll it. He could shoot the 3 and come back down for the 4. Either way, I see this being converted to a W.
I do too. I have a tendency to shoot this shot more firmly because when my nerves are there and the pressure's
on a bar table, you want to make sure nothing rolls off.
I'd rather have a full stroke on it.
Yeah. And at this level, they know exactly where the cue ball is going to end up.
Exactly.
Or you could shoot in the corner and just kill it right there, and that's fine too. And again, we may not have the best insight, but you're still going to free stream. You're welcome.
I have been proved wrong many a times. Kings looks like he has the path to the win right here.
Yeah.
The 8 does clearly go by the 9, so there isn't a trouble ball on the table.
Tic-tac-toe. I see no problems here. He's got an angle to draw back so that he has an angle on the 8 to leave a duck on the 9.
Absolutely. The only thing you didn't want is to be jacked up over the 8. But that was the only way to complicate this, so I think he's still good.
Yeah, he's far enough away.
Yeah, good stroke. And assuming he makes these, hats off to Filipino Ricky for a fantastic tournament coming in 5th, 6th.
Yeah. And up next, we're going to have Shane Van Boning versus Vilmos Folds on the feature table. And we're now going to have Kings SANTY versus Mitch Ellerman on the table directly behind us. And we will try to get you over to that view. We have this view that gives you a good view of both tables.
And I will tell those of you who are wanting to watch these matches, go get your popcorn and sodas now because they're both good players and speed happens in these matches.